Hello, hello, hello. I'm Vicky Igbokwe-Ozoagu, your lighter leadership coach, and welcome to the Lighter Leadership Podcast. Now, if you've been with me for a while, you'll remember this space as the Reclaim Your Life podcast, where I showed up as the self-first instigator, helping creative women and leaders build the habit of putting themselves first. Now, that work still matters deeply to me, but as my coaching and my clients evolved, so did I. The conversations grew bigger, deeper, and more collective, moving from me first to how we hold, lead, and free ourselves while leading others. And that's where lighter leadership comes in. Now, lighter leadership for me is a philosophy for creative leaders who are done with leading under pressure. It's about you replacing compression with compassion, directing energy with purpose, and creating the kind of clarity that makes space for joy again. Because we all need a bit of joy in our lives, right? Even you, as the wonderful, fabulous leader you are. Now, it doesn't mean caring less, it doesn't mean doing less, but what it does mean is leading without abandoning yourself. And I want to say that to you one more time. It doesn't mean caring less, it doesn't mean doing less, and it does mean leading without abandoning yourself. Because you can hold vision and vitality at the same time. You can lead boldly and breathe. And maybe that's exactly what you've been craving, right? A way of leading that feels creative, grounded, and human again. So, why does this matter for you? Well, maybe you love your work, but it's started to feel heavy. You're spinning plates, managing projects, people, funding, expectations, and wondering when it stopped feeling like your work. Or maybe you're leading quietly behind the scenes, supporting others, and you've forgotten what support looks like for you. Now, trust me when I say I get it. And the leaders that I coach privately, they get it too. And I created this podcast to be a fresh of breath air or a breath of fresh air for leaders, aka you. Every episode is designed to help you find clarity, courage, confidence, and a sense of creative freedom in your leadership without another framework to memorize or a checklist to chase. It's about showing up as you, leading as you, and quite simply throwing away the old Leadership 101 rulebook that actually hasn't been working with you, for you, in a very long time. So, here's what you can expect from the Lighter Leadership podcast. Short 10-minute or less reflections. Yes, you heard that correctly. 10 minutes or less, because let's be real, you got things to do and people to see. And I also want you to make the time to invest in you, to have some thinking time, some breathing time. So, yes, my aim is that each podcast episode is 10 minutes or less with reflections that you can carry into your week straight away. You'll hear stories from my own leadership journey and from the leaders that I coach. You'll hear honest conversations about boundaries, burnout, confidence, creativity, and joy. I'll guide you through real world, real life scenarios that you're more than likely going through yourself. This might be things around leading a team, managing people, working with your board, to just give you a sprinkle of one or two. And then also practical, simple tools that you can put into practice, explore, test, and play with in your own leadership and world very easily. Because everything we're doing here is about lighter leadership. And coming soon, there's going to be a 6 episode mini series called The Lighter Leadership Leap, Practicing My Freedom. So that's where you get to practice your freedom. It's a guided experience, 6 bite-sized reflections to help you dip your toe into this work, get to know me, and take your first steps towards your lighter leadership. So if you're new here, that's a perfect place to start. If we're reconnecting, that's a perfect place to start too. Now, if something you hear in any of these episodes sparks maybe a thought, a question, a flicker of recognition, I'd love to talk. So we can have a 30-minute coaching conversation. It's simply a space to think, breathe, and explore what lighter leadership could look like in your world, based on the thing that has landed or come to the surface for you. Because honestly, what I have recognized and what I realize and what I'm living and what I'm supporting my coaching clients to live is that leadership, your leadership, doesn't have to be heavy to be meaningful. And you also don't need to do it alone. So whether you're leading an organization, a project, a team, or leading yourself through change, you belong here and I am here for you. So welcome to the Lighter Leadership Podcast. Let's make your leadership lighter together. Lots of love. Bye-bye.